All right, let's talk about 28 years later, the Bone Temple. It is the Bone Temple. Maybe it's perfect because I'm going to be talking about Jack O'Connell, and he was doing some Irish f***ery. 28 years later, the Bone Temple dives straight in from its predecessor, tracking Spike and his blood-soaked run with the Jimmy Gang, until their killing spree collides with the mysterious Good Doctor at the Bone Temple.
At the Bone Temple, Harry, I can touch you.
The Good, a perfect continuation on from the previous film, a companion to complement. Nia DaCosta was able to continue the blood, mud, and ultra-violence that Danny Boyle established last year, with such an understanding that you can feel its consistency and presence of story and film feeling, but also grasp a new director's vision at hand. She was also able to slow down the pace, to show off the incredible locations, and also give us one of the coolest sequences featuring Iron Maiden. That's right. What you don't know is that when I'm editing this, there's no music. I just look like a freak.
I look like a freak, Harry.
One of the coolest things was to see the balance of story of characters surviving while trying to understand the movie's lore. There were no unnecessary flashbacks just to hand over exposition to the audience. In this, we trade for the old trope for something a bit new as our favorite three-armed zombie, Samson,
hanging snake, Harry,
is experimented on by our good doctor in trying to understand the disease and keep him at bay. While doing so, Samson experiences psychosis episodes that force the story to rewrite his brain and our understanding of the current circumstance. One of the most brilliant ways of incorporating a flashback I've ever seen. Yeah.
Yeah, Harry.
Speaking of which, Ralph Fiennes and Jack O'Connell are clearly the pull and near the most impressive actors in this entire movie. But I truly think that the best was Chi Lewis Perry. Chi Lewis Perry. Chi Lewis Perry.
Correct.
Chi Lewis Perry. Besides the fact that his running equilibrium must have been thrown off due to carrying 15 extra pounds below the waist, Chi's silence and calculation of a zombie potentially returning to humanity was cared for and guided excellently through his performance. The eyes spoke of tragedy and transformation, while his physical presence was dangerous and somehow soft. His backstory and security just show that both Chi and Nia knew how to tell his story. And wow, oh wowie wow. Did they tell a great story there? Who would have thought that I would have cared for a
hung zombie, Harry?
The bad. Not necessarily a bad thing, but this movie felt like a baton pass rather than a full-fledged sequel. Kind of like how the Fly episode from Breaking Bad was created due to a budget-saving measure and as a filler episode for the whole season. But in the same vein as that episode, the context and the story were still so good that for this, it deserved a film. I don't know.
It's a working companion piece that we're not really used to because now they're using 28 years later as a trilogy film rather than, the 28 days, 28 months, 20 years, that kind of thing. So it's almost like it takes us out of the traditional type of storytelling and gives us this add-on.
It's an add-on. It's an add-on. Skip 5 seconds. Overall, 28 years later, The Bone Temple is a great continuation regardless of its DLC-like story. I'm not a crook, I wasn't gonna quote, I swear to God. The violence is fun and explosive.
Literally.
And you won't see one actor call it in. It gives us more of the apocalyptic world, even though it's condensed at the same location, and is a vehicle to the third movie of the 28 years later trilogy. Definitely worth a watch. Corey, I'm speaking directly to you.
Corey, I speak directly to you. You typed out thousands of words against the last movie, even though I loved it. You must see this one too. Witness its greatness. If you don't, I will kill everyone at Hogwarts, even your friends' Muggle parents.
Sorry about the rant. I'm sorry, Corey. Corey's great, by the way. Just so everybody knows. His entire ability to type out essays worth of thoughts are not only poetic, they're long. It's like a book. It's kind of incredible. He's an incredible reviewer. He's better than me. He is. It's true. Which isn't very hard. Go see it. What did you think? How have you liked the kind of transformation of what they've done from 28 days later to 28 years later? If you were in a zombie apocalypse, what the hell would you do? Would you try to go home? Where would you go? I mean, I guess it depends on like where you're at and what kind of provisions you have. And if you're like one of those people that watches the YouTube videos, that like the way that I do, of just like survival people, just kind of teaching you certain things, that will never, ever apply to me, ever, unless I'm in that circumstance and can be like, like that kind of like Slumdog Millionaire. Wait a second. 28 years later, 28 days later, Danny Boyle, Slumdog Millionaire. Oh my God. He's made it into my mind. He's taking over. But really, it would just apply only to the time of like, I just somehow feel it or like see like a clue that triggers it all. All right. Enough from me.